Hello everyone, it's a left-headed lady coming at you today with a DIY pen storage for your desktop. I'm going to be turning these popcorn containers into my cup container that you can see behind. I'm just laying it out. I have 10 of these little popcorn plastic containers. I got these at the dollar store, 50 cents a piece, super cheap, super easy to use as storage. I'm just basing out my pyramid here on kind of how I want it to sit and the different levels and everything. I'm also noticing that I can do it with the popcorn on the side, which I think adds a little bit of flair to it. You could also just do this however you want it and then spray paint it or whatever to make it one solid color, but I love the popcorn aesthetic on it. I think the red and white is really pretty. We're gonna be using a hot glue gun today to put each of the pieces together. I'm just doing 3 lines in the length of it and then pressing them together, making sure they're even at the front and using my fingers to pinch them together. It's pretty straightforward. I'm adding a little bit more glue just so that I can make sure it's holding. And doing this with my whole bottom. The bottom row is going to have 4 of these, and then the next row, of course, 3, 2, and 1, making 10 boxes into a pyramid. This is such an easy and cheap DIY. I kid you not, it took me less than 10 minutes to put all of these things together, and I am super happy with my new organization tip. I set those aside and I'm going to do each layer and then glue those layers to each other. I just find it easier to keep them together that way. So doing the layer with 3, and then eventually I will glue it to the layer with 4, and so on and so forth. Make sure that you apply even pressure whenever you're putting those pieces together because they don't want to stick together, so you have to make them stick flat, or that glue that you place is going to dry lumpy, and if you don't press on it, it'll just stay lumpy and with a gap in between your pieces. You could also use super glue. This probably would make it last longer. I don't mind the ability to rip this off and redo it if I want. I like that aesthetic of it. Now when it comes to the top, you're just going to go ahead and take that last topper piece and glue it to the middle of your 2 row, making sure that you pinch it and line it up properly. Make sure that you put enough pressure to make sure that that is sticking really well. I'm turning it over and just adding a bunch of glue to the bottom of the 2 and sticking that onto my row of 3, making sure it's even in the middle, and I apply a lot of pressure to make sure that that stays flat. Now, in my opinion, you need to use a lot of glue on this bottom layer because they are arched and there's a lot of weight at the top of this pyramid. You'll need to add a lot of glue to this section just to make sure that it's a really sturdy foundation. And as you can see, I'm adding a lot. Again, apply even pressure, make sure that everything lines up. And I'm loving the way it looks. On the side, I love that popcorn look. Like I said, you could turn it to make it white on the side when popcorn only shows from the top view. And it's that simple, guys. So easy to make. I'm just transferring over my pens. I love this because this is a just slightly deeper container than the cups that I made my last one with. And they kept falling out because they were just too long for the cups. And these are perfect. Also, as you can see, I have a little bit more room so I can buy more pens. No need to do that, honestly. I have way too many pens, but I can't help myself. Prior to this, my blue pen cup was completely full and I couldn't buy any more. So now I have the ability and the storage to buy more colors. I think that this turned out really well, and I think that it will inspire y'all to create something that you would like to create. Y'all have a wonderful day, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more creative things.